Hello students, this is Purvi here. Today we shall discuss about the second part from the first unit of entrepreneurship, that is entrepreneurial opportunities. Chapter number 2, problem identification and spotting trends. Problem identification. When there is a roadblock in a situation which poses a conflict and forces you to find a solution, then this roadblock is a problem, and when one identifies this roadblock, it is called problem identification. Objectives of problem identification. The objectives of problem identification are given as follows. It should clearly state the problem, to identify a target group facing the problem, and the third is to find the market acceptability of the solution to the problem. Uses of problem identification. Given are the various uses of problem identification. The first is to understand the needs and problems of the market. Second, to bring out new products in the market. Third, to become creative. Fourth, to increase employment generation. And fifth, to increase national income of the country. Idea generation. Idea generation is a process of creating, developing and communicating ideas which are abstract, concrete or visual. It includes the process of developing the idea through creativity and innovation and bringing the concept to reality. Business ideas are an outcome of careful analysis of market trends, careful analysis of consumer needs, serendipity, that is creation of something or discovery through accident, and exploring the ways of getting ideas. Idea fields. Idea fields are convenient frames of reference for streamlining the process of generation of ideas. The process of generation of ideas can be streamlined by developing an awareness for different idea fields. Idea fields help in enlarging the scope of thinking and also gives the entrepreneur with the benefit of structuring ideas based on convenient frames of reference. Sources of idea fields. Now, the given picture shows the various sources of idea fields, which are natural resources, existing products or services, trading related ideas, creative efforts, service sector related ideas, and market or demand driven ideas. Let us discuss each one of these in detail. Natural resources. Ideas can be generated based on natural resources. A product or service may be desired from forest resources, agriculture, horticulture, mineral, marine or aquamineral, animal husbandry, wind, the sun, and human resources. Example, if we think of getting ideas in the field of forest resources, we can think of forest produce, wood-based products, biofertilizers, etc. Existing products or services. A great business idea combines skills with imagination and market demand. Entrepreneurs who look at ways to make an existing product or service better can be as useful as those who create and invent products. Quite often, we come across a business which is improving on or changing its existing products. There are several reasons for doing so. Changes and improvements help a business to expand and grow. Example, in the case of Britannia Breads, the company was constantly improving on its existing product and bringing out new variants like atta bread, multigrain bread, garlic bread, etc., thus improving and expanding their present product line. The ideas of changing, improving or adding to existing product have to be done skillfully or else other problems can arise. It can benefit the business in keeping up with the competition. If the products or services are of constantly changing nature, you have to stay aware of the changes and adopt such changes. Example, in the case of mobile manufacturing unit, the manufacturer has to constantly upgrade his process with the change in technology. Also, it can benefit the business to increase sales. The main reason for bringing about change and improvement in existing products or services is to increase sales and ultimately their revenue. So, the change should be such that it helps in increasing the revenues of the business. Example, a publishing house engaged in the publication of competitive books ventures into school books. This addition in product line will definitely increase the revenue of the firm. Market or demand driven ideas. One of the important methods of generating an idea is market research. It is an organized effort to gather information about target markets or customers. It includes social and opinion research, and it is the systematic gathering and interpretation of information about individuals or organizations using statistical and analytical methods and techniques of the applied social sciences to gain insight or support decision making. Market research is a good source of gathering ideas as it can give information regarding market needs, market size, level of competition, general environment, and state of technology. Often market research and marketing research are used synonymously. However, the distinction is that marketing research is concerned specifically about marketing processes, while market research is concerned with only markets. Trading related ideas. Trading is buying goods and services and selling them to the consumers at a profit. Advantages of trading are that it is easier to launch and is less risky. However, these days trading is not restricted to general stores and small outlets, but its scope has widened. Umbrella markets, departmental stores, chain stores, international companies like Walmart have entered into market, making competition very fierce. Even e-commerce, e-retailing, etc. are part of ever-growing market. To survive in the market, new entrants will have to acquire skills, competencies and knowledge required to launch, manage and expand business opportunities. Service sector related ideas. Service sector is the most growing field these days. The reason being the emerging knowledge societies and advancements in information and technology. Many opportunities can be identified by understanding the linkages to different business activities. Some of the interesting opportunity in service sector can be food sector opportunities. Those are Indian fast food and finger food. While pizzas, burgers and popcorn may find a lot of favor from Indians across India and across all age and income groups, the fact remains that almost all regions of India still have their own local fast food options that far outsell the imports. McDonald's and Pizza Hut can be the role models in terms of efficiency of service, hygiene, quality, and overall value, but the menu should be Indian, as Indians love traditional food. So, outlets serving vada pav, chole kulche, samosas, etc. can be successful. Second is family dinner. Special arrangement for family dinner service like Nirula's offering Indian style plated or combo meals with table service and overall good price value equation can be used as a service idea in this sector. Third is sandwich and salad parlors. The success of Subway in this segment, in spite of inconsistent product quality, poor service and high prices, show that this segment has huge potential. Fourth is ice cream and juice or beverage parlors. There is a good opportunity in this sector also. Till now, many startups who have ventured in this segment have not been successful. However, the reason for their failure is a lack of conceptualization and faculty execution and not lack of market. Fifth is Indian desserts and snack food chains. In the genre of food and food service chains, one of the biggest opportunities remains in stating national or at least regional chains offering Indian sweets. Players in desserts and snack food chains are very few. Haldiram, Bikanerwala have done it nationally. There is a huge scope in this genre and the model of Haldiram can be replicated by ITC and the others. The second option is other service or non-food sector opportunities. Specialty tourism. India is geographically diverse and has a rich heritage. Opportunity in this sector has a huge scope. Creating specialized options for high-end international tourists offers a tremendous opportunity potential. Second is personal grooming salons. Some players like Habib's in hair care, VLCC in slimming and personal grooming, Shahnaz Hussain in beauty care have their chain outlets. These also provide a great opportunity. Third is career counseling centers. India is having the maximum number of youths. Presently, 3 million of these likely to go for studies beyond 12th grade. Most of them have little knowledge about job and vocation trends in India and abroad. There is a huge opportunity in this area. Fourth is chain of repair and maintenance service for electric and electronic goods. India is seeing a massive increase in the penetration of electrical information products. India's low labor-related service costs can provide a cost-effective solution to the millions, which can generate good returns on investment for the entrepreneur. Sixth is creative efforts. Creativity is an important idea field. It is not only used to spot and harness opportunities, it can also be applied to develop new products and services. There are 5 ways in which creative ideas can be generated. They are: develop a new product or service, improve an existing product or service, find a new process or resource for manufacturing a product, find a new markets for existing products or services, and find a new use of an existing product or service. Often creativity leads to problem solving. Example, invention of self-adjusting and magnetic screwdriver was the outcome of problem encountered while tightening of screws. Likewise, implanting a machine in the body for constant discharge of regulated and required dosage of medicine in bloodstream was a result of problem faced by doctors in injecting medicines through syringe. The examples of renowned entrepreneurs can also exhibit how creativity on their part helped them to achieve phenomenal success. Those entrepreneurs are Sam Walton and Bill Gates. Product identification. After opportunity spotting and scanning of the environment, an entrepreneurial idea should lead to a definite product. It can lead to a definite product through transforming idea into opportunities and idea and opportunity assessment. Transforming ideas into opportunities. After generating idea with the help of various idea fields, the next step is to scan the environment to check its viability and taking steps to ensure that idea leads to the development of a product. The given figure shows that a strategic positioning is required to convert an idea into an opportunity. It means the knowledge, creative thinking, competencies and skills of an entrepreneur are backed by a thorough processing of the idea through close examination, evaluation, analysis and synthesis leading to an idea evolving as an opportunity. Idea and opportunity assessment. After transforming the idea into an opportunity, the next step is to check for the market potentiality of the opportunity. Because in the end, success in the market is the true test of the triumph of the idea. For checking the market potential, the various parameters which need investigation are given. The first step is to product identification. The ideas should lead to a definite product or service which he can sell. The proposed product should be such that it can be marketed at a reasonable cost. Also, it should be analyzed in the light of possible product substitutes, preferences of customers, modifications suggested, etc. If the product is already available in the market, identify the reason for introducing the same product or services. The second step is application and use. Ideas are to be examined for their real life use and application. If it is an existing product, modification should be proposed that should lead to its better use. The third step is level of operation. The level of operation will depend upon the type of product, skill, use of labor and expertise. The entrepreneur should decide whether he or she will produce it in cottage industry, small scale industry or large scale industry. The fourth step is cost. At different levels of operations, costs should be assessed. Also, the price of competing products should be known. This will help in determining the sale price. The fifth step is competition. Competitive analysis should be done through demand and supply position. Sixth step is technical complexity. Now, whether the product requires certain technology in terms of plant and machinery, training needs, and application should be assessed. It is to be seen whether such requirements could be met locally or will have to be sourced from the outside. The last step is annual turnover and profit margin. The annual turnover has to be estimated as profits are based on the amount of net sales. Market assessment. Once the entrepreneur has assessed the opportunities, he has to assess the market. Selection of product will depend upon market assessment. The given factors require careful evaluation while assessing the market. Those factors are demand. Now, the demand of the product should be assessed on the basis of the market being targeted, that is, local markets or markets at state, national, or international level. Also, a study should be conducted on target consumers to assess their tastes and preferences. Second, supply and nature of competition. The present supply schedule of the competitors should be assessed. Not only this, future supplies by possible new entrants have to be gauged too. Third is cost and price of the product. Now the price of the product should be competitively set with regard to existing competitors of the product. Cost reduction in variable cost should be strived to be achieved. Example, if the transportation cost of a competitor are quite high and this lead to wastage during transit, then the entrepreneur should strive to save on his transportation costs to gain an advantage over the competitors. The last is project innovation and change. The entrepreneur has to consistently keep a watch on technological changes and innovation. Otherwise, he or she will lose the market because his product will not be according to the trends, quality, etc. present in the market. Trend spotting. It means identification of new trends. This is of great help for the entrepreneur as he or she is able to come out with the products which are according to the trends of the market. But they charge huge sums for money. So even entrepreneurs can become trend spotters. Various ways in which an entrepreneur spots trends. Entrepreneurs can spot trends in the given ways: read trends, talk trends, watch trends, and think trends. Let us discuss them in detail. Read trends. Wide variety of information can be collected through various sources, like read the leading publications, websites related to their business, industry publications, business magazines, major newspapers, international trends through websites, influential bloggers, niche bloggers focused on specific aspects of their industry. The information available from the above sources is vast and very piece of information may not be relevant for the entrepreneurs. They have to make an intelligent choice as to which source is valuable for them and which is not. For this, they use tech tools like RSS feeds, emails, newsletters, or websites and forums to get the information that they want. Talk trends. Talking to people is an equally important trend spotting tactic. For this, the entrepreneurs should participate in events organized by specific industries' trade association, whether it is online or offline. They should also take advantage of social networking tools like social network sites and forums. They can also start or join groups on the networks to get the latest trends. It is also important to talk to customers both online and offline. They should pay attention to what the customers are saying not only on their product but also on competitors' product. Watch trends. Observation in the marketplace is the best way to get in actual trends. Entrepreneurs can study the habits, preferences, and likes and dislikes of the customers. If the target consumers of a product are youth, then they can visit a mall and observe trends of clothing, eating habits, how youth are engaging themselves in different activities. They can see which stores are attracting maximum crowd and which are lying vacant. Trade shows also are a great place to get trend ideas. Think trends. When an entrepreneur begins gathering information regularly, he becomes a trend spotter. After reading, watching, talking, and observing trends, they will use their abilities of thinking, analyzing, and synthesizing to make connections with their business and can come up with a great idea for a new product or a new product line or a new business. Creativity. It is the first step in the process of innovation which leads to a discovery of opportunity and new venture creation. One of the important tasks demanded from entrepreneur is to manifest creative ability by conceiving a new product market opportunity and unique value proposition. It is seen that the new entrants often start their beginning by giving the reason of novelty, usefulness, and appropriateness, which are nothing but an extension of creativity. The creative process. Creativity is important to entrepreneurs, and the process of creativity involves the given steps like idea generation, preparation, incubation, illumination, and verification. Let us discuss them in detail. Steps involved in the creative process. The first step is idea germination. It is the seeding stage where the new idea grows. The idea germinates from the interest and curiosity of the entrepreneur. He then explores and exploits it to its best potential. The ideas can also germinate from the need of a specific problem or area of study. The second step is preparation. Now, with the germination of idea, it needs to be implemented. For this, the entrepreneur takes up market research to see whether the product will have any future or not. The third step is incubation. This is the subconscious assimilation of information. This is the transition period. The entrepreneur thinks about his idea, its pros and cons, process of its implementation in his mind. The idea is spreading its roots. The fourth step is illumination. The fourth stage or the illumination stage occurs when the idea resurfaces in a realistic way. The entrepreneur comes with a viable plan to give practical shape to his idea by collecting raw materials, arranging for finance, etc. And the last step, verification. This is also called the validation or testing stage. In this, the idea or plan is translated into useful application which has value. It is a stage when knowledge is developed into application. Innovation. It is a process of entrepreneurship which involves the translation of a useful idea into an application which has a commercial value. Innovation is required to work out analytically the details of the enterprise, to develop marketing strategies, to organize, finance, and strategize operations. Elements of innovation process. Now there are 4 elements of innovation process: analytical planning, resource organization, implementation, and commercial application. Analytic planning involves identifying the product or service features, design, and resources. Resource organization involves human resource, material resource, technology, and capital resource. Implementation involves applying resources, delivering results, while commercial application involves provision of value to customers, reward employees, and satisfying stakeholders. Selecting the right opportunity. The entrepreneur should look into various factors before deciding on the opportunity. Even if the opportunity looks promising, the entrepreneur should look into the environmental factors before choosing the best opportunity. So students, this was the second chapter from entrepreneurship. Thank you.